It's a new season. It's a new day. It's a new day. Fresh anointing. It's flowing my way. It's flowing my way. Can you stand it tonight?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're back for another segment of DJ Real Talk in the Raw. Yes, we are back. So I want to welcome everyone to the show. We're going to talk about some things on today. And I guess my question is, who does this economy belong to that we're in today? We hear so much in the media and we hear so much from this current administration of who they say should own this economy that we are feeling today. And so I kind of want to talk about that a little bit on today. But in the meantime, I want to say welcome to everybody. Welcome. Thank you all for coming in and joining me on DJ Real Talk in the Raw. I need you to do something for me. If you would, please, ma'am and sir. I would like you to subscribe to DJ Real Talk in the Raw on my YouTube page. So if you would go to your YouTube and like and subscribe, just type in DJ Real Talk in the Raw. It's going to pop up. You select it, you like it, and you subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Again, if you would like and subscribe. Got quite a few already on my Facebook page, but I would like to build my audience on my YouTube page. So if you would do that, I would greatly appreciate it. So what we're going to talk about? What are we going to talk about today? I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about. They're always saying constantly, even in the media, I get a little upset with the media because the media should be giving news that is the truth, keeping the American people abreast, informed on everything that is going on in our country. It should be the truth, right? And so often the media, they're not always telling the American people everything. Sometimes, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's this new administration. They're afraid of being sued. I don't know what it is. They're scared that he's going to say they need to be taken off TV. They need to cancel that show, all of that. But there was a time when our news people, our anchors, broadcasters would actually tell us what is going on in and around us in our country and other countries to keep us just in the know about what's going on around us. I don't like it when you allow people to say something, you know it's not the truth, and you let them say it without correcting them. That's another thing about the media. I really believe, that when someone said something and it's not the truth, to me, it's up to the media to straighten that out so that the American people are not getting information erroneously and it ain't true and just a bunch of lies. Your job to me is to make sure that whatever is being assimilated to the people, it should be the truth. How y'all feel about that? It should be the truth. And oftentimes it's not. They just move on and leave whatever they said out there. But just like this economy, if you're watching television, you're watching the news, whatever you're watching, oftentimes you constantly hear them blame the Biden-Harris administration for the economy that we're in right now. Well, Biden and Harris are not in office. They're not in office. When Biden and Harris were, may as well say, by the American people, not retained Kamala Harris as our commander-in-chief, who was a part of the Biden administration, didn't want them. So you voted for a 34-count convicted felon, and you put him back in the people's house, the White House. But before he went back to the White House, we had an awesome economy. We had the best economy in the world. Yes, we did. Under the Biden-Harris administration. And I don't know why this administration, for whatever reason, are unwilling to own this economy. Anything that's bad is Biden-Harris. Even Obama. Amazing. And when was the last time he sat in the White House? But they're always passing the blame instead of accepting responsibilities for their part in this failing economy. This man, the orange man, promised the American people that America would be first. It's going to be you. I'm going to make sure we take care of you. That's what he said. I'm going to make sure the prices come down and that everything's affordable and all of that. That's what he ran on, along with immigration. And, well, as we can see, our economy isn't stronger at all. Well, I'll put it this way. For the working class person, no, it isn't strong. But for millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires, yes, for them, it's a strong economy. Why? They're getting rich off of the backs of the working class people. They're getting, not say rich, but richer off of our backs. So for some, is it a great economy? Yeah. Millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, they love this economy. They love insider trading, all of that, because that's what they were doing, making millions and millions of dollars, while the working class are not. And for whatever reason, this administration continues to blame the Biden-Harris administration, and at sometimes the Obama administration, for what is going on in our country right now. He caused this mess. He and all of his cabinet caused this mess. Why? They won't tell him the truth. They won't put him in check. They've given him a green card, a gold card, whatever you want to call it, to do whatever he wants to do. And that's what he's done. And so now we're in a senseless war. They're in Iran, right? The Strait. They can't open it up. You know, he keeps talking what he's going to do, what America's going to do, but they can't open it up. And because the Strait of Hormuz isn't open, gas prices, you know, things got to go through there. You know, ships that deliver certain things need that passage, and they're not getting it. So what happens? The American people began to feel the pressure from that, something that didn't have to be. He started this, guys. He started this. He don't know how to fix it at all. And so we pay the price for an incompetent administration. The entire White House, incompetent. And they're doing everything they can to try to hold on to the Senate and the House of Representatives. And they're doing it in the form of redistricting maps and gerrymandering and all of that. I was thinking about it over the weekend. Listen, they want you to say you're not going to go to the polls in the midterm. They want you to say there's nobody there for you to vote for that looks like you in those southern states. So they're betting that you're going to stay home because you're upset in regards to how they have decided to cut you out and to dilute your voice. But listen, they're really not, to some degree, diluting your voice nor your vote. Yeah, you won't be able to vote for folk that maybe look like you. But what you can do is vet them and make sure that you put a Democrat in that seat. But you gotta vet them to make sure they're not, undercover Republicans running as Democrats and then get in and do the bidding of the Republican Party. Got it? So listen, you got to vote. And you're going to vote Democrat. But you're going to have to be a wise voter. And every individual that wants to run for office as a Democrat, you're going to have to vet them. Look at their history. Take a look at what they've done in civic duty. Look at it. It's important because it will help you determine if they are actually a Democrat or Republican running as a Democrat. So vet them and then vote. Yeah, they're probably going to be white, but at least you're voting in a Democrat. So don't, during midterms, good morning, Michelle, during midterms, don't stay at home. They want you to stay at home. They've done all of this so that you would stay at home. But what you're going to do is show them, no, we're not going to roll over and play dead. In those southern states, you're going to vet a Democratic candidate. Yeah, white male, but yet they would be a Democrat. And see, listen, you got to be smarter because once we take the House of Representatives and the Senate, then we can go about fixing all of this. Get a little smarter. Don't stay at home during the midterms. That's the time you should be rushing to vote and show them you thought you had us, but we still have the power in our voice and our vote. And we can turn this thing around, people. Just don't give up. That's one thing the Republicans don't. They're always thinking how to steal, how to lie, how to take from others. And what you do is you give up, throw your hands up and say, what's the use? Because it doesn't matter. It does matter. You're the ones that are going to bring about change because they meant it, all of this, for evil. But God can turn around all of this and mean it for good. Got it? They may have started out thinking, this is what's going to happen. But then when you get out there and you vote Democrat in all of those areas that have been redistricted, and you vote Democrat, vet them. Now vet them. Make sure they're a Democrat and not a Republican. You know, wolves in sheep clothing. You got to vet them to make sure that they are actually Democrats. And when you put them in office, who wins? We win. So we have to be smart thinkers and voters to make sure that no matter what the Republican Party, this administration are trying to do, we have the power to turn it all around for our good. Got it? So who does this economy belong to? I'm going to tell you, this economy that we're in right now belongs to the orange man. It's his. It belongs to the Republican Senate, the Republican House of Representatives. This economy belongs to them, not Biden, not Harris. Okay? So, listen, don't just believe everything you hear. You knew we came out of an awesome economy. Y'all had a job, didn't you? Before the orange man took over. All you federal workers, y'all had a job. Y'all were working. Weren't you? You getting a paycheck. And he came in and fired every last one of you. Biden didn't fire you. Harris didn't fire you. The orange man sent the musky man, Elon, to fire you, to get rid of you. So, you're not telling me that you don't know who this economy belongs to. You know who it belongs to. You know who should own it. And all of you Republicans and you Democrats that voted Republican, y'all own this economy. It's because of you that we're in the situation that we're in today. We were in a thriving economy under the Biden-Harris administration. We were doing well, on our way. On our way. We had the best economy in the world. Now, probably got the worst. And that's because folk did not choose correctly those persons to represent us. Bad choices. Bad choices. And now we have to find a way to get out of this so that we can turn all of this around. And as I stated earlier, you know, he ran on immigration and lowering prices. Oh, he's just going to get in and everything is just going to be wonderful for all the people. Goody, goody, nicey, nicey, better, better. We don't see any of those. The goody, the nicey, or the better, do we? Not in this economy today. Good morning, Charlotte. You don't see it. Because that man took office with a vengeance against you and I. And they call it payback. So he fired all of you federal employees. Just fired y'all. Good job that you were doing, your performance evaluation didn't matter. He just fired y'all. And so now we're in an economy that needs to be owned by the Republican Party. Own your economy. It's yours. Stop saying Biden and Harris. Stop saying Obama. They didn't do this. Healthcare, everything, Medicaid, Medicare, education, everything. You need to own it. Because you came in and dismantled the TANF, the food assistance, all of that, daycare. You Republicans dismantled all of these programs. And you redirected all of that money to millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires. All of that money. And our debt, my God, it's got to be trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. Billions of dollars in a senseless war. Listen, I want to remind y'all, because I don't want you to forget, because America has a short memory and you forget so easy. And so often you need to be reminded of the things that come out of his mouth. Now he's trying to backpedal and say, I didn't say that. That gets me. When people say, I didn't say that, but they can play a clip. It's you. And you're saying that exact thing that you're being accused of. Now he's saying, I didn't say that. In this administration, oh, that's not what he meant. It's always, that's not what he meant. Every time he says something, he didn't really mean that. Really? No, he meant it. Every word. And so I want to remind y'all of what he said about you. The one that said he's going to take care of you. Vote for me, because I'm going to take care of you. Oh, he took care of you all right. Listen. So we're going to talk about this because people always soon forget. So I just want to remind y'all, I got to keep it before you. Number one, he's a 34 count convicted felon. 34 count, convicted by his peers. He should be behind bars like other criminals. But some kind of way, he's in the people's house, the White House, built by the hands of slaves, the folk he's always trying to step on, folk of color, that he's always trying to disenfranchise, folk of color. Yeah, built the house he in. A convicted 34 count felon. Amazing, isn't it? Then he gets in office in the people's house and start pardoning criminals, letting all the criminals out of jail. Criminals, but he called those Hispanic immigrants criminals who weren't charged and convicted of nothing. But those that were charged and convicted by their peers, he pardoned them. And all those criminals, the insurrection, all those criminals out, free. And he's trying to get some money to give them some kind of money where he's suing our country for what was it? Defamation. So he's suing the United States. Then he gets on TV and say, ain't it a good thing? It comes to my desk and I get to sign it. Really? Really? And this money he wants to give out to those insurrectionists. You know, I guess that's how he's rewarding them and paying them for their deed on January 6th. Amazing, isn't it? I always say, dealing with the insurrection, how did you know how to bring all that stuff? That wasn't just folk coming together. No, that was planned. A guillotine, all of this stuff that they had. No, baby, they planned all of it. You know, I think that was like underground, you know, and they were planning this stuff. Folk don't just show up with stuff like that. No. That was a plan. And all of those criminals have been let go. Have been let go. How many innocent people are behind bars? How many people that have been framed are behind bars? But this man has pardoned the guilty, and they're free, out. Some of them got out committing more crimes. But these were peaceful protesters on January 6th. See, I want to remind y'all done forgot about January 6th. See, when things get a little easy, y'all move on and you don't care no more. Well, I care. January 6th should never, ever be forgotten. And all of those that participated in it, that man has pardoned. It is a shame before God. It is. But they was in it together. So now, this money he trying to get, I guess he gonna pay him. I guess that's how it works, right? They do a job. Don't worry, you gonna get paid. Don't worry, because I'm gonna get you out. Then I'm gonna pay you. Idiots. But this is what I want to remind the American people. This is what you should never lose thought on. I don't care. Every time he opened his mouth, this is what you need to rehearse in your brain. This right here. Seriously. I'm serious. Because this happened on May 12th, 2026. I can't call him the P word. So, the Orange Man stated he does not, quote, think about Americans' financial situation. That I want you to embed it in your mind, that this man that said that he was going to be working for you, he gonna help y'all, because Biden and Harris, they didn't do nothing for you. But I'm gonna help you, he said. Oh, he helping y'all, all right. This is what he said. These were his own words. Do you hear me? His own words from the Orange Man state he does not, quote, think about Americans in regards to your financial situation. When negotiating with Iran, his focus instead is preventing them from obtaining a nuclear weapon. You don't care about y'all. Amidst rising inflation and high gas prices from the Iran war, he called nuclear prevention the only thing that matters. and dismissing economic impact. That don't concern him. Y'all said, he said, America first, America first, America first. Well, he done told you, no, America ain't first. Because that's not his concern. You know, I guess that gas is high. Everything, inflation, where you go, everything's high. Food's high. Everything's high. But he said, that's not my concern. That's what I want y'all to remember. Every time he opened his mouth, remember that. Because that's what he said out of his own mouth. You know, what was that show? Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth? That's what he said. Now, he wants to, how do you call it? Double back and try to take it back. You can't take back stuff you said. I don't care what people say. You got to be careful what comes out of your mouth because you can't take it back because it's in the minds of the people. Well, I don't know because you American people, y'all so fickle. 1 minute y'all done heard this, the next minute you ain't heard nothing. So I don't know. Maybe he right about that. Maybe y'all not going to think about it during the midterm. But baby, when you get to the midterms and you get to that machine, the first thing you should be saying is that man said he didn't care about us. How we're hurting. He said that's not his problem. He's concerned about nuclear weapons. Really? No. He was concerned about thinking he gonna take their oil. You know, him and them millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires, they wanted their oil. Ain't about no nuclear weapons. You hear me? Of mass destruction, all of that. It's about what they want. And it's never been about the American people. And they're showing you that every day. That man went over to China. Yeah. Why? I don't know. But he went over there. Not one senator, not one House of Representative went with him. You know what he took with him? His governmental officials, them little cronies in his cabinet, some corporate executives, some other notable executives, like from Apple and BlackRock and Bowen and Blackstone. I'm just naming some. His family and some associates, because he took, Eric. Would you think he would have taken some senators? Some folk from the House? If you're going to China? So what you going to talk about? Couldn't have been something to help the American people. Not with these people that you took. So they probably went over there, I'm thinking, to make some deals for themselves. Apple, BlackRock, I guess that's Citibank, Bowen, Blackstone, Elon Musk, Tesla. So why did they go? Why did these people go? What did they have to give? They're not senators. They're not a part of the House of Representatives. So why did they travel with the orange man to China? You don't have to think about it, do you? Do you? Because those are millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires. And evidently they were going so that they can, their companies could make some deals there in China. And trust me, it's not going to include you at all. Whatever it's going to do is going to exclude you. So you might be without a job. Because everything they're doing is to put you out of work. This AI, all of that, is to put you out of work. Yeah, but they say you lazy. Oh, y'all don't want to work. Y'all lazy. All of that kind of thing. No. They don't want you with a job. And they went over there with a different agenda. I guarantee you that it's a different agenda. That's a guy on Shark Tank. We watch it. My family loves to watch Shark Tank. And there's a guy on there. I don't really like him at all. They call him Mr. Wonderful. Y'all know that man? They call him Mr. Wonderful. Kevin. And my family, we talk about him all the time because we just, no. But this man purchased some property. 40,000 acre project in Utah. Yeah. And he wants to build, I think, it's an AI data center campus. And from my understanding, this campus is, let me find it, 2 times the size, where is it at, of Manhattan. 2 times. No, 2.5 times the size of Manhattan. That's huge, ain't it? Well, their county already voted for him to do it. And the residents that live there are up in arms. Why? Can you imagine their property value down the toilet? So let's see. Are these people caring about you? Or are they only caring about themselves? This must have been a backdoor deal. Because I believe if the people were aware of it, they would have been able to speak out at like public hearings and all of this. So I think this thing came through the back door. And I think it's supposed to cost like $100 billion. And this is the guy on Shark Tank. You know, Kevin, Mr. Wonderful. And someone told him, you know, this is going to cause people to be out of work. They're going to lose a lot of jobs. Know what he said? Oh, that's okay. They can just sit at home and collect a check. Those were his words. They can sit at home and collect a check. You know, like a welfare check. That's his solution to all of these people that will be out of work. Sit at home and collect a check. Libido welfare check. That's what I call it. Because, the check ain't going to be that much of anything. You're probably going to barely be able to live off of it. But this is what they're planning in Utah. Google it. Pull it up. They're going to build this AI data center. Yeah. They're in Utah. Hansel Valley is where it's going to be. And they say it's northwest Utah. Listen, the man said when he got in office, he was going to help y'all. I want y'all to tell me, are y'all getting any help? I want to know. All I see are rich people getting richer. That's all I see. Everyday Americans, your Medicare, your Medicaid, your health insurance, food, your jobs, education, daycare, gone. That's what I see. Taking money that gave grants so that people could go to college, gone. I want y'all to let me know, did he help you? This economy belongs to who's in charge, who is currently in our White House, and that's the orange man. All of this belongs to him. I don't care what they say. I don't care how they blame Biden and Harris and Obama. No, this, what we're in, belongs to them. All of it. And you that voted for that 34 count convicted felon and put him in the people's house, you need to own it. I can't wrap my arms around that the American people actually voted for a convicted felon. I don't really understand that. I really don't. That it didn't make you a difference that he was convicted of 34 counts. Y'all voted for him anyway. Do you know how many felons that can't even vote? Can't even get a job. But y'all voted for a 34 count convicted felon to sit in the people's house as the commander-in-chief of these United States of America. Incited a January 6th insurrection. Pardon all of those criminals and pardon so many others. Criminals. Let them out. But what has he done for the American people? Nothing. Immigration. ICE. What did they do? They killed people. They beat people. They transported people to El Salvador in a prison. Y'all forgot under his first administration, you Hispanics, he caged y'all. Then he separated you from your families. And when the Biden-Harris administration took office, they had to find your family to bring you back together. Did y'all forget he had them in cages? I suggest that everyone get to the polls in November and let's make this thing right. You know, you could only try to fix things going forward. And we need the American people to do that. So all of you that had a part in this, it's your chance to make it right. All the Republicans need to go. They have not done their job, and they collect a check on your job. Don't do your job. Are you going to get a check? I don't think so. And this Republican Party has not done their job at all. In the Senate or in the House of Representatives, they have not done their job. And they're blocking the Democrats from getting the job done because they control both chambers. This economy belongs to the orange man, to the Republican Party, and to all of you that voted for him. This economy belongs to you. Own it. Own it. You have an opportunity to turn it all around in the midterms in November. You need to do the right thing. And you need to vote them out. I will say this again. The Republicans have opened the door in the southern states to do redistricting, redrawing maps, to disenfranchise groups of people. I'm saying again, to the Democratic Party, all of the states that you control, you need to get started and redraw maps. They open the door, you walk through the door. Folk going to my, did y'all believe in this? No, we don't believe in it. But at some point, you got to fight fire with fire. Y'all played the game, Republicans. So I'm saying to the Democrats, join them and play the game. And all of your states, do some redistricting, redraw some maps. And then we'll all be on the same playing field, won't we? That's all I got to say. America, it is time for us to stand up. Hi, Angie. In the midterms, go to the polls. Vote, guys. Vote blue. I said it. That's the only way we're going to get out of this mess so you can get your health care back. Your children can get assistance with daycare. Your education, you can get assistance with your tuition. Only way, get your jobs back. All you federal workers, when they just fired you, the Muskie man. We're able to turn this around. All of the contributions that people of color have done and given in this country, that he wrote executive orders to eliminate. All of those executive orders at some point can be canceled. Listen, you must vote. And what I want you to remember is this, as I leave you, that the orange man stated he does not think about American financial situations. He's only concerned about Iran and so-called nuclear weapons. Not you, not your everyday life. He don't care how long the strait is closed. He don't care. Y'all get it? So while you're suffering, he's telling you, you're the least of my worries. So it's time for us to show him So you can do that in November. I hope I said enough to let you know. And same again with Mr. Wonderful there in Utah wants to build this AI facility. Put a lot of folk out of work. He said, and let them sit at home, they can collect a check. What kind of check is he talking about? This Mr. Wonderful that you always see standing up there next to the orange man. You know, he's on Shark Tank. Kevin. Piece of crap. But anyway, guys, listen, I need you to do this for me. Please, ma'am. Please, sir. I need you to like and subscribe my YouTube page. Go there, like and subscribe. DJ Real Talk in the Raw. I will greatly appreciate you doing that for me. Please, ma'am, and please, sir. Listen. I'll be back with you guys on Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock a.m. And we're going to think about a topic that we're going to share with you just to keep you informed on what's going on in and around us in this country and outside of this country, and what this administration is not doing for you or I. I'm going to keep you, a little informed about all of that so that you can make informative decisions when it comes to your family in this country. You need to do just that. But then again, like and subscribe my YouTube page, DJ Real Talk in the Raw. Listen, before you leave your homes today, plead the blood of Jesus over your house, your family, your loved ones, your neighbors, your enemies, and your frenemies. God's protective blood, that he will go with you and keep you safe from all hurt, harm, and danger. Never forget these three mantras. My brother, the short guy, Minister Antonio Thigpen, says to go and be great. My God brother, the one and only Jesse Campbell, the voice himself, tells us to love and light. And I remind us every day that when you were created in the womb of your mother, God gave you a purpose and an assignment. Walk in your purpose and fulfill the God-given assignments that are attached to your life. Never forget that your assignments are attached to people. All three mantras lead to kingdom building. Guys, it's about the kingdom of God. The word of God says, watch as well as pray. You better pray, but faith without works is dead. So once you pray, you gotta get up and do something. Got it? How do we deal with carjackers? Listen, you keep your doors locked, your windows up, and if them suckers walk up to your car and they try to get in, this is what you're gonna do. Put your foot on the gas, press it to the floor, and drag them suckers until they let go. And then my brother Troy Taylor Jr. said, I got to tell you to call 911 so that they can come and pick, well, my part is this, pick up the trash. This is DJ Real Talk in the Raw. And I'll see you on Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Love all of you with my whole heart. See ya.
It's a new season. It's a new day. It's a new day. Fresh anointing. It's